your own personal Jesus. Someone who cannot explain, someone in pain. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do a show. Let's do a show right here, right now. Oh, no, that's the wrong email. Your own personal Jesus. Personal. So we'll play some ads. Let's get the ads out of the way. Let's do some ads. Let's tweet this. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, man. Oh, baby. Where is everybody? Your own personal Jesus. You're right, Patty. Me singing about Jesus. Is that okay? He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Jojo? Stephen? Let me just go in Discord. What the heck? We are live right now. What that ping is Discord, right? I think that ping is Discord. Hello, Paul Loves Retro. How are you today? We're going to do a little show. Why not? Why not? Why not? Your voice has been disconnected. Oh, get rid of that. Your own personal Jesus. Okay, guys, let's do it. King Mike, James, Karen, Jason's, Nina, Danny, wrestling fan, Amy, Karen, El Silvera, Tillingham, Tomster, Clash, Dave, welcome. Let's do a show. Why the hell not? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let's do a show. I mean, why wouldn't we? Why is that not coming up? Hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. If we make you bigger, make it bigger. There we go. Donuts. Donuts. Your own personal boilie. Someone come and it's time. Having a time. Lorna, what are you apologising for? Catherine.
Get some cans.
Get some cans. That's Radio Talk for headphones. That's Radio Talk for headphones, guys. That's what that is. And she's a professional. She's using professional radio language to speak to you. That's how much she cares.
Whoopah.
Whoopah, oh yeah. What you can't see is Patty is sat there. If I just show you Patty sat there. There's Patty. Oh, let me show you the art. I got attacked by Bigger Boy. This happened. I was attacked by Bigger Boy. Let me just get you close. Let me get you close on this. Let me get you close. Let me get you close. Look, I was attacked by Bigger Boy, who I think is a pregnant girl. That's what I think. I think she's a pregnant girl. Catherine, change your settings. Change your settings. Yeah, it bloody hurts. Tell you that, it bloody hurts. Got attacked. I mean, donuts. Thank you, Jams. Kick out the jams. No, we will not kick out the jams. What is that bleep? What is that bleep? It's good that it's Catherine having technical. Can you hear me now? We can't hear you. Oh,
Yeah,
yes, we can. Oh, we can. No, we can.
Right, I'm going to go for that wee that I promised.
I thought you haven't a wee.
No, I got my microphone out. It's a new one. Do you like it? It's
It's like the one I brought you. I bought you that you broke.
You didn't buy me that one. I bought it myself.
I think I did buy it.
No, you didn't.
Go and have your wee. Go and have your wee. And I'll tell them about how I bought it for you. Welcome. We were just on MZ's stream playing Among Us, and we thought we'd come, and then we finished, and we went, might go and just do a little stream. Might just go and do a little stream. Thank you, 0851661, for that. It was appreciated. It is appreciated. Really? Flarky, thank you. What is that beep, though? You can hear her weeing. Did you hear that? Did you hear it? But Discord isn't open anywhere. Do we tell her that we heard her wee? Do we tell her that we heard her wee? I think we have to tell her, don't we? We heard you wee. We heard your urine hitting the water of the toilet.
I'm human.
Well,
I
you
urinate.
are. We heard it.
Deal with it.
We heard you. Now my Discord is still
What
open
have we got here?
because it's making noise. Hang
Let's
on.
not do this. I will allow this.
Hang on. Let me just try something. Yes, hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Yes. Jeez. Just now, Catherine, as a point of interest, could you hear that person coughing?
No.
So you couldn't hear that call? Okay, all right. I just wondered if the call came through, you could hear it. Okay. Discord is open in the taskbar. Click the arrow on the right.
Let me get some light.
Well, where in the taskbar? Where in the taskbar? Click the arrow on the right. What arrow on the right? What? There's what? Where? Where? Show desktop again, please, Sir King Mike. Well, I hope that the people in the chat from where we were. Okay, yeah, where is it? Where is it? On the other screen. I've not shown the other screen. The other screen has not been shown. And everything that is open down here is the same that's on the other screen in the taskbar. Everything. Here's...
I know what you need. Carry on.
I need to not be talking to these absolute melts. It is here, and I can do that. Your own personal... Wow, was this spontaneous, Ian? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And why do I want to ban him? Who is this guy? Right? And why do I feel like banning him? Who is this guy and why do I feel like banning him?
Who's this?
Do you know what? I'm going to go Captain Z. Who is Captain Z? Right? Who is Captain Z? And why do I feel like I want to ban him? And he's been close to a ban. Tell me why. Talk to me, mods. Talk to me, mods. Why? Because if he's been close to a ban... Oh, come on. He's getting a ban. He's getting a ban. He's getting a ban. Ban. Go back. Now listen. If you listen carefully, you hear that howling? Can you hear that howling, Catherine?
Is that a bigger boy or big girl?
I think it's bigger girl. Oh, sugar. You go and talk to them. I'm going to go and see what's going on. What's going on, darling?
Okay. Well, I'm here, but you can't see me. So I'm Catherine. I'm not there. That shadowy figure in the background is the Queen of England, and we will not have you trashing our Queen. However, you can trash anything else. If you want to give us a shout, give us a call. Then you see all the details underneath. Hello, Dave, dog-faced boy. He's not put me on. I'm presuming at some point he'll put my visuals on, because honestly, I'm looking an absolute treat. I've got no makeup on. I'm just clearing up the back of my. I mean, this is my house, so I've not got this set up as a backdrop.
I wonder if I can set bigger boys out there.
Yeah.
Definitely pregnant.
So.
I'm going to see if I can set up the camera.
Yeah. Also, I'm thinking maybe you need to set up some sort. Oh, wait, there it is. We need to set up some sort of little. You know,
Sort of.
she needs somewhere to give birth. She's obviously looking for somewhere cushy.
Not here. No.
Come on.
No, not here. No.
Kittens are cute. Everyone knows. Get some.
You know that really expensive camera we got? Where is it?
I didn't put it away. Hot towels and water, and apparently is what you need for giving birth. I don't know. I was too busy pushing one out. And when I say one, I mean a person, an actual person.
Where's that camera?
Yeah.
Hey, big boy. Is bigger boy still out there while I'm looking for this camera, or is it not worth looking?
Big boy, okay. Big boy's saying okay because he's been running away from his responsibilities. I feel like his feckless youth has just caught up with him. Do you know what I mean?
Find this camera,
Jelly bean.
You guys need to see this.
I am going to look for. I've got this. Has it got any batteries left in it?
Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Because bigger boy's out there and it's a pregnant baby cat.
A pregnant baby cat.
Well, a pregnant cat. And I like to call them my little babies.
She's not your responsibility. But she will
We're
see
having
things.
kittens, Catherine. Where's the camera?
T-N-A. Hey, do you know what I really enjoyed? We just played Among Us with MZ. Really enjoyed being in the chat. I feel like the chat is the fun part of Twitch.
Camera!
None of the responsibility,
Show everyone the other
all the
cat.
fun.
Think. Where's the camera? Should be over here.
Round the back is not attached to a tripod.
Oh, well done. That's it.
Absolute idiot. There it is. It's looking at me. It's laughing at me.
Right, we're going to go and see bigger boy. Hang on. Trust me, it's going to be worth it.
It better be.
Mate, you can see live footage of the cat that scarred me earlier on.
So what happened? You went out there, showed us some affection. It all went.
I offered
pear-shaped.
love and I was brutally striped up.
Baby, I've been there. We've all
I'm
been
sorry
there.
about that, Catherine. It was too soon after my divorce. Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
So we're going to go and see. You're going to have to look on Twitch, Catherine, to see.
LJ Super Duper says, I'm on Twitch, says, I hope we get to see her. And I think they're talking about me. It may be they're talking about the cat.
Actually, I might be able, if I do
My
this.
heart says, I hope they're talking about me.
So she's outside, right?
Yeah.
By the back door.
Let her in. Let her in.
Please let this battery be charged up. Yep, now I
It's
should
Easter
be able
time.
to.
It's Easter time. I know it's slightly late, but don't be the guy that says no room at the inn. Let her in.
Here we go. Is that camera going to work? No, that camera's not going to work. So we're going to go back there. There. And we're going to go to...
I wanna see my face. I'm here in my place. I'll show you my old record
that's Doctor
player.
Who.
Oh,
There we are. There I am. Oh no, that's the wrong camera. Izzy Cam. Come on. There we go. All right, let's go.
Oh,
This-
it's the
You
back
ready?
of your chair. It's the seat of your chair. That's the. We're going into the kitchen, living room.
Here we go.
Ian, that's a beautiful bee print that you have there on your wall. Who did that? Me. That he won't show you it because he can't hear. Let her in.
Pulled the camera out. Cable's not quite long enough.
Oh, mate.
This is a nightmare. Hang on, there we go.
Is she still out there?
Yeah.
Let her in.
Hello, darling, come back. Oh, the bugger, she's going.
She's going.
She's there.
Oh, she doesn't want you touching her again.
She's gone. All right.
I'm so pleased with this new microphone because it doesn't keep dropping out. You know why it doesn't keep dropping out? Because my kids haven't been swinging it around by the cable like Roger Bloody Daltrey.
She went.
Oh, she did.
She went.
She'll be back.
She'll be back. That's big boy. So she went. She'll be back. Keep that open. And we'll go and have a look. But that's the cat that struck me up, and I'm going to catch it. I'm going to kill it.
No, come on. She's having bebes.
Yeah.
You're going to end up with bebes that you have to offload. I mean, find forever homes for. There was a Blair Witch-like film made in Bedfordshire in Clophill, a very haunted church. It's not a haunted church. It's where everyone goes to smoke tabs and jazz fags. And I think it's a shame because that church was probably beautiful.
That's it. That's the shot we want.
I know exactly what you mean.
That's the shot we want. We'll see.
It's where all the kids go to smoke jazz fags.
Big old preggers cat.
Hi.
Let's get the shot. Now what I'll do is I'll copy that and we'll put that in the corner. So we'll see if the... Go on.
They're about to see me with no makeup on.
Why?
Brace yourselves, guys. Brace
Screen
yourselves.
two. So if we get rid of... I'm going to put you down here where I can sort of see you. This is an impromptu show. So...
Oh, hang on. Can you see this? No.
What's
that?
What's a bright light?
Oh, no, it's a...
So we see, if we see a face, if you see a face pop up there, give us a call.
It's not good, is
Give
it?
us a call. This is not part of the new schedule. This is
Behind
just
me,
a
I might
show.
get some glow up from behind.
It's a show that we're doing. We were just on Emsy's stream. We enjoyed it, and so thought let's come on here and just do a stream. I'm wide awake. I was very tired earlier. I could have gone to bed at about 9 o'clock. You can hear audio from the other camera, can you? Oh well. Couple of things, right? First of all, the show last night was really upsetting for a lot of people, right? And if you're upset by it, I want to apologise. I don't think we didn't do anything wrong. I think I would do things differently. I think after McPaul's call, who's in the chat, I would have gone to that's big boy in front of the camera. I think in hindsight we should have. Has alcohol been consumed? Yeah, I'm sure it has, McDoyley, but not by me. I'm a recovering alcoholic. After McPaul's call, in hindsight, if I were writing that show, I'd say, okay, what we're doing is we're going to cut calls there and we're going to go and watch The Price is Right. Not The Price is Right. We're going to watch Play Your Cards Right.
Yeah.
Play your cards right. No, this conversation needs to happen. Well, this conversation is happening, super duper. So don't panic. The conversation is happening. We're having this conversation, as assuming that's what you're referring to, because you said this conversation needs to happen. This conversation is happening. So in hindsight, I would have gone to that after Paul's call, not the first Paul's call. After that, and we didn't, and that's cool. But Catherine and I heard stuff that was really, really horrible, really, really horrible. And we're cool. I know you were a little bit stressed after the show yesterday. It affected you physically, didn't it?
Yeah, isn't it weird? We were, and my distress is nothing compared to the distress that people feel when they hear this shit all the time, right? but it was just I think we got it in a really undiluted form last night. And when it came off air,
the M word a lot, burning people, EDL. It was really unpleasant.
Yeah, so I went in the kitchen and all of a sudden I felt it really high up in my chest. Really high up in my chest. You know, that kind of shallow breathing. So, you know, it went quite quickly, but bloody hell. I think what upsets me the most is that it was from relatively young people, and I'd hoped that it was a problem based in ignorance from people who hadn't had the chance to know better yet. And it makes me wonder what our generation are doing, bringing up kids like that.
I wasn't that upset by it. And that's not to say that I didn't find what was said unpleasant, but at the end of the show I was like, you know, I wish we'd have stopped after that call and done something more fun. And the thing I was trying to do, particularly the kid that phoned up and was on for a long time and was saying the most vile stuff, I was naively thought that he would run out of steam and I'd get to speak to the kid. That's what I naively thought in my worldview.
And he stayed like a little Nazi robot.
Yeah, and it didn't have any effect. But after the show, I was like, oh well, that's the show. But then I saw that one of our mods, Mandy, felt that she had to leave before the end of the show.
Oh, right.
And I don't think Mandy will mind me pointing this out, is a person of colour, is a black woman. And I saw that, I thought, okay, right, okay. So that's not very nice that people we consider friends of the show and who are very, very much part of the show felt uncomfortable listening to the show. So that made me think, okay. So I apologise to her that she felt that she couldn't stay. But again, I don't think we did anything wrong. I just think next time we'd... all right, I'll turn the other camera off. Jesus, God, it's an impromptu, spontaneous show, guys. Chill out. I don't think we did anything wrong. I just think I would do things differently. But. There were two big things that happened last night. There were the racist idiots.
Yeah.
And there was a caller earlier on who that reminded me, and I don't want to talk about him specifically because I don't think it's fair, but reminded me that because of what we do, and I would suggest, Catherine, because of the stuff that I have revealed, see me more than you perhaps, and I might be wrong, as being responsible for their well-being and their mental health and all of that. And that was a real whoa. So someone said, I thought you were here for our mental health. No, I'm here to pay the mortgage, to feed my kids, and hopefully to have a laugh. I'm not here for your mental health. And so we came away from the show, and there were some comments. I mean, there's a lot of comments in the chat. I didn't see all of them, but there were some comments from people that have been on our periphery for 4 years. 4 years. You know, someone made a comment that racism is all linked to capitalism. That may or may not be true. I don't know. I don't really care. It certainly was not the time to bring it up. It was irrelevant.
I mean...
to put forward a socialist statement that, well, racism, of course, is what capitalism is based on. That may or may not be true. I don't know. And honestly, I don't really care. Certainly wasn't the appropriate time to do it. So that person got called out. They then sent me some bollocks on Twitter. And there it is again. There's Discord again. And so they got blocked on Twitter. And then they, you know...
Yeah. Go on.
I thought you were going to say something. You went.
No. I feel like they either misunderstood or deliberately misunderstood what was going on.
I don't think they're very bright.
I think that they were already in their emotions. No. Maybe that's the polite way to say it. So I'd said this feels like I get that the racism thing has implications for financial reasons. Okay, yeah. So people of colour are set back because financially, as well as everything else, because of the way things are, unfortunately. But I think it's, to me, I need convincing that it's a capitalist problem, because I feel like prejudice is a primeval problem, and it's about difference, it's about ignorance, it's about something more than quite a modern phenomenon that is capitalism. And also knowing a small part of that person's history, they are very anti-capitalist, and they are seeing things from, in my opinion, through a visor of anti-capitalism, right? So to me, that tribalism is just as tricksy as any other tribalism. I find it, their main opponent, capitalism, becomes the focus, when I don't think that it's necessarily right. I think it's about fear. I think it's about ignorance. I think it's about something far more fundamental than any kind of modern phenomenon such as capitalism. And I didn't want to get drawn on that, really. And also the fact that they went straight to aggression, tribalist aggression, making assumptions about what our political leanings were, and suggesting at one point that we were liberals. I don't think liberal is a bad idea, but I didn't realize that liberal was a code word in some quarters for what did they call it? The midwife of Nazism.
Liberalism is liberalism is the midwife, is the mother-in-law or midwife of fascism.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I find that really offensive, and I think it's too simplistic. I know, and that's not where we were coming from at all. But I feel like that came from a place of someone being. I
want to back away from picking on singling out one person, though. I kind of make it more general, because I don't think it's necessarily fair. The point for me was that I don't know if it's based on capitalism or not. I don't know. I don't care. It was irrelevant to the conversation we were having, and it was offensive to the conversation we were having. So, yeah. Block. So here's what's going to happen, right? The shutters are coming down on how much of us. Where the fuck is that?
It's me. Hang on. Let me see if I can turn my.
The shutters are coming down on how much we give of ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. Still going to give more than most people, but actually, oh no, it's me. It's that. But we're going to give a lot less. We're going to give a lot less because people take advantage. People take the piss.
Well, and we can't satisfy everyone. We can't satisfy everyone. That's the main thing. In that, there are some people who are expecting something more than just a show to watch on Twitch for 4 hours a night.
No one's there. So. You call us about stuff, but once the show's done, that's it. You catch us on Discord, that's great. But that's it. That's it. That's it. Once the show's done, that's it. And this is something I've learned from Alan Bezic. This is something that I have been learning for. That I've been getting there for a while. And so the show is still going to be great. The show's going to be better. The show is going to be awesome. But once the show's done, that's it. Goodbye. Thanks. No, I'm not interested. And I am now going to block with impunity. Is that the right word? I don't know what impunity means. I'm going to block with impunity anybody I have, just anybody that makes me feel uncomfortable, I have suspicions about. You're gone. I've said to the mods today, if they feel uncomfortable with anything that is being said, block. 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 We can talk about it later. And if, if we all think maybe that wasn't right, we can come back. But block. A lot of the Judge Boyle unban requests, we do it live and we read through them as we do the show. We're not going to do that anymore. We're still going to do Judge Boyle, but we're going to read through them before. And any that are utter a-holes, they're gone. They don't get a second mention. They don't get to be part of the fun. We are taking care of ourselves. That's all it is. We are taking care of ourselves. And, everyone else can get lost. Really,
What we've realised is that we're our own bosses now, and so we don't have to justify our decisions.
I've got to play some ads. There we go.
I want to put the big light on. We don't have to justify our decisions. If it's giving us the ick, that's enough.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry, because some people will possibly fall between the cracks of that. But we have to live this way, and so we're going to protect ourselves. It's about boundaries.
Yeah. So that's that.
Let me put the big light on.
The gaming. Where's the other cat gone? And then someone, and also if people, say stuff on Twitter that's not great, I'm going to call it out. Someone said something thinking they were helping. So I tweeted. Oh, they've deleted their tweet. I tweeted about kind of an abbreviated version of what happened, and someone said, "This is why I can't get into the Twitch show. It all feels so much more personal than the radio.
Yeah.
Don't let them get you down. Fist bump." And I replied, "Your comment doesn't actually help. Telling an artist you don't like or can't get into what they're doing for whatever reason isn't helpful. Just a heads up." I also said they weren't getting me down. Heads up for the future and for others less resilient than me. I mean, he thought he was. This is where we are. He thought he was trying to be helpful by saying, "Well, this is why I can't get into the Twitch show because of this." I don't want to know that you can't get into the Twitch show. There is no reason to tell me that. There's no reason. I've been in a really powerful place today for many, many reasons. Some of them drug-based, not illegal drugs. And so I read that and went, "Flah." But on a weekday, did he apologise afterwards? I don't know. Well, I don't know.
They won't feel like they have to, because this is our job. But at the same time, I think sometimes people drop in, and because...
Yeah, he did apologise. But Cock Bongo, so what?
Oh, really? Okay.
So what? Think before you type it. I hadn't seen that. So I hadn't seen it. So it doesn't exist. If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a noise if there's no one there to hear it? Well, science, actually, it doesn't make a noise, because for sound to be made, it has to vibrate on something that can detect sound, a microphone or ears. So it doesn't make a sound. So that apology is irrelevant because I hadn't seen it.
Here's the truth. People that say, I'm just me. I just you take me or leave me. Usually that precedes something quite rude. No, how about you're an adult and use your filter, and you think about the fact that this is our job. And how would you feel about someone standing over your shoulder at work and telling you how you're doing in real time when you're trying to do it? There
we go. Cold as ice. I don't know what you're talking about. You're making me uncomfortable. I'm going to block you. Now, if that was misplaced, I apologise. Maybe it was a joke. I don't know, but I didn't like it. This is my house. This is actually you are in my house, and right now you're in Catherine's house, and we don't have to take it, and you don't have to take it. If you've got a Twitch stream or a Twitter stream or a Facebook page or an Instagram, you don't have to take it.
No, and we're in a really lucky position in that we're being paid regardless of how many people we ingratiate in the chat. So we don't have to do what a lot of Twitch streamers do, which is humour people because we're worried about them decamping. We're going to get paid anyway. So what we're trying to do is create a really good show for the people who get it. And for the people that don't, sad news, but then that's cool. You know, you're not obliged to watch this. And we're thinking about what is going to make a good show for the people that really like it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. And the other thing is that, and we used to get this on the radio all the time, didn't we? Oh, you're so rude to the callers. No, we're not rude to the callers. But our emphasis is not on the call, it's on the show.
Dave says, I think the fact you dong, he said dong instead of don't. So
okay.
I cannot read the rest of that sentence, Dave Dogface Boy, because you said dong. I will not read. I will not read that sentence until you correct the words. So I watched the Mr. Rogers documentary. I was one of the first people to see it. I saw it before anyone in this country because I was in New York when it came out, and I saw it. It's a great movie. But then today, you were Stuart Corbett then, and you had bipolar. Still have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. today I watched the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers film. It's not really about Mr. Rogers. It's about dads. It's about death. It's about forgiveness. I was in pieces from like the first 2 minutes. I was in pieces. And my dad died 8 years ago, man. And I miss him so much. I'm feeling very emotional because I'm coming off these antidepressants. It's day 3 of not being on any pills. And I feel really rocky. I also feel very emotional because I had, I'm not going to go into any detail, but 48 years of hard work paid off today to create something very, very magic. Catherine knows what I'm talking about. You lot don't need to know what I'm talking about because it's kind of private. But 48 years of hard work paid off today to create a very special, a very normal moment that was actually magic for the handful of people that were there. So I've been feeling very, very emotional. My legs are killing me coming off these flipping pills, man. I'm in a very, very strange mood. Thank you, McPauls. But I watched that film and I was in tears. It is good. It's a good film. I know Dave Dogface didn't enjoy it so much, but having seen it with, I don't know, 3 years distance between watching the documentary last and that, I saw them as two completely different things.
I want to see it.
It's good, man. It's good. Bonus points is I reckon Ian completed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the SNES. I've never completed a video game in my life. Never done that. That's never happened. I will not get on the turmeric capsules. But thank you, Namzi. But why would I? Then I watched John Wick, the first John Wick. That was very, very silly.
But it had Keanu Reeves in it, who's always a delight, right?
Well, I'm going to watch 2 and 3 tomorrow. But it was very. I tried to watch it before, and I just thought, oh, this is too silly. This is too silly. But I watched it. Visionary Soup. You haven't watched it yet. Grew up with Mr. Rogers on TV in Michigan. There's a documentary which I think is a standalone piece of art. Is great. I watched the Tom Hanks film today because I needed like a soul douche, a soul enema today. So I needed the exact opposite of what we heard yesterday. And I went, right, I'm having Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite of what we had.
But also it's Mr. Rogers times Tom Hanks, which has got to be more wholesome, right?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, he's certainly my dream dad. I don't know if he's everyone's, and I'm not doing it in a kinky way, but he's.
I don't think he's one of his son's dream dad.
Yeah, but his son, one of his sons appears to be a little bit of an idiot. But
well, there you go. But that's.
But who knows?
His dream dad. It's not his dream.
Yeah.
Dad.
No one's ever satisfied with the dad they get.
No.
There's the thing. We've all got daddy issues.
Wait, what? My boys are, because I had an Easter egg Pokemon hunt. Hey, St. John, I tell you what we're going to do. We can't get Skype to work, so I'm gonna. Would you mind, Catherine, if I just booted you off? No, I'm gonna post in the chat the link. If people want to come and join us, they can. Let's try and have some fun. We've done the heavy stuff. We've done the heavy stuff.
Donuts.
There we go. There's the link for the.
If
Zoom
you want, at any point, I can fire this bad boy up. I'm not sure
Have
whether.
you not got anyone in the house that's asleep?
The sound on it is not that great. I think we'll probably hear it quite well, but they won't. You can hear some 1960s sounds.
We got a cat.
At the moment.
Cat. We got a cat. We got a cat. We got a cat.
Okay.
We got a cat. Stay there. Izzy Wing. Here we go. Stay there. Hello. 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 Oh, hang on. I turned the camera off. I turned the camera off. Is the camera on? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. 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 George, out the way.
Oh, look how beautiful she is.
Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in, baby? Do you want to come in? George. Do you want to come in? Hello, darling. Are you with child? Right. Because someone made me turn the microphone down. Hang on a second. Easy cam, let's go and...
Let her in.
Hello, bigger boy.
I think bigger boy might be a bigger
Hello,
girl.
bigger boy. You going to talk to us? George, can you stop putting your head on the camera, mate, because it's on Zoom. Hello, darling. What can we do for you? What do you want, darling? Bigger boy. Bigger boy. Do you want to come in? How about I'm going to open the door. He comes open the door. Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in?
Oh, look.
Why don't you come in, darling? Oh my God, look at the size of you. Bigger boy. Can't really see. Bigger boy.
I think you're right, only God 182.
George.
To take some responsibility.
Do you want to come in, darling?
Look what you did.
Do you want to come in?
Pretty.
Come on. Come on. You can have babies tonight. Well. Did you see it?
Yeah, I think she
I'm going to
feels-
go and put some food out for her. She didn't eat it last time I did, but let me go and put some food out, and then we got some people that want to come in.
You're pretty. Let me plug this in.
This is not for any of you. This is for biggest. There we go, darling. Do you want this food? Up. Baby. I'm going to put it here. I'm not coming out. Go. I got a bottle of the old red. Bottle of the old red. Where are my headies gone? Down here, put the big ones on. Hang on, coming now. What you don't get from that shot is the sheer enormity of that animal. That is a big animal.
Who's that on your t-shirt? You know who this is. Snap out of it!
Join me in some sparkling British blackberry and elderflower press. Fizzy pop and posh pop. So, Gemma says, wait a minute, I have a painting of that player with the cat on. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
she sits on this. This is where she sits, although she's down there unusually in her bed at the moment. Shall I go and fetch her? I'll go and fetch her.
Come into the chat. You might get kicked out. You might not get... Alistair!
Hello there.
Hello, love.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going very well. Hello, BAPT. It's moving these shots out there, which is not very efficient for the thing. How are you chaps doing?
Well, the weird thing was, I was actually, I fell asleep, I had a nap.
Yeah.
And then after about an hour, I woke up and then saw the notification that TLNA was going live.
We're live.
So it's a special surprise to see you both on a...
It's a little Brucey bonus. We were on Emsy's stream.
Yeah,
and,
saw you.
Then we thought, I was really tired before, but now I've got a burst of energy, and I thought, well, might as well come and do a little stream. I've got stuff that I want to say. And so we're here. BAPT. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, not bad.
You, Alistair. It's your name, BAPT.
Sorry.
Dear God, man. BAPT.
I'm okay.
Yeah?
This is a nice bonus because I'm in trouble sleeping because I had an operation a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, go on.
So, really? You want to know what it was?
Yeah, go on.
So, you were talking about vasectomy yesterday.
Yes, I'm considering getting a vasectomy, yeah.
So, I didn't have that, but I had what's known as a hydrocell removed.
I don't know what that is.
So it's basically, I had a hernia operation 2 years ago. And as a result of that operation, this sack of water, which wraps around one of your testicles.
Okay.
So we had to have that removed.
They suck it out with a straw, or?
Oh, no, it's even worse. They take the fluid out, turn the sack inside out, and then tie it around the testicle itself.
Tie a yellow ribbon round my left testy.
I've done a similar thing to make like a poodle out of a balloon.
I mean, you could describe it like that, but I mean, it's very awkward.
When did you have it done?
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
And how is it? Is it? I'd imagine it's sore after. Is it sore 2 weeks later?
It's still sore because it's not like cutting into a muscle. So it's not tying like it would with muscle. It's basically just tissue. So I've been back in twice because they've rang me twice and I said, I'm not too sure. I think it's failed. It's like growing again. Because I mean, the first time it was like pretty much the size of a mango. And it was uncomfortable, to say the least.
Is this the thing that Martin Kellner had, Catherine?
He did have an enlarged...
He had a big bollock.
Just one, though.
Yeah. Size of a mango, flipping heck.
A mango is...
1 in 10 men have it.
Yeah. Oh, it's I didn't remember the name, but I've certainly heard the description before.
Yeah, so anyway, long story short, it seems to be healing, but not quick enough.
Do you want me to come and blow on it? I mean, I can lift up and I don't know if that's...
Well, I mean, it needs air to it, so if you want to...
I don't want to. I don't want to, but I would do that.
It's an extra service that the NHS aren't providing.
God damn it. Alistair, would you blow on his balls?
Well, I think that's a bit improper, Mr. Lee.
Okay.
You're right, Alistair.
That's not a no, though.
Here's the thing. This man is not a piece of meat. Do you want... Come here.
It is a piece of meat. Look at that. High five. She trained her cat to do high fives.
She does precious little else to please me, but I don't think this is to please me. I think she thinks she's trained me to give her treats. I'm going to be honest.
Our kitten is just the spawn of the devil. She's in control of the house.
Of course she is.
She scares the dogs.
Good girl.
And yeah, she's cute as anything, but you wouldn't want her around your ankles when he comes here.
Toes.
Push them out the bed.
This one seems to have a thing about stripes on trousers. So if you're wearing Adidas or stripy trousers, it seems to be like a come on to attack. So you will get stalked around the house.
She just likes Spartan brands. She just dislikes
stripy trousers.
God forbid you wore a pair of Kappas.
Is a favourite Puma or something?
I don't know. She just seems to have a thing about stripes.
Alistair, you good?
Me?
Now I'm addressing you. Yes.
Yeah. I felt a bit flat today, but
Yeah.
not too bad. And I really enjoyed, as you did, Em's stream earlier. I thought it was...
I don't think you enjoyed it as we did because
No. But
it was, you know.
it was nice to see you get killed. But
Always a joy, isn't it?
Let's just see. There we go. There's the man that just said it's nice to see you get killed. Wow, outrageous. Outrageous behaviour. All right, chaps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
number one.
unless you have anything important to say, I'm gonna boot you out, and then we're gonna get some more people in. Anything else you want to say?
Just a little bit from what you said earlier, Ian, about the scum that called last night. And
Yes.
I just want to say, I mean, it was really horrible, and it's just so frustrating, even more for you guys who are at the end of it, to have these idiots, fools, horribly aggressive people, for no reason, it would seem, other than they've got nothing better to do, and spoil other people's fun. It must be horrible.
Well, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Alistair, thank you very much indeed.
See ya.
Say goodbye. I'm not going to report you. No, that would be cream. BAPT, lovely to see you. I hope you get some sleep. I'm
Just quickly, sorry.
Yeah, go
on. I see this a lot now with disabled people too, what you were talking about before.
Yeah, but being racist.
Not being racist.
You're saying a lot of disabled people are racist. Interesting theory. Let's have a look at the stats. We don't know. It's never been discussed. Maybe if we looked at the stats, we'd see something. I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, but discrimination towards.
Yeah.
Like it's only been working with people with disabilities and chronic diseases seem to have. I'm not comparing that with racism, but it just seems like society as a whole is sort of anyone who's white or able-bodied, they just seem to be sort of neglectful. What's the word? It's half one in the morning. I can't think of the word.
What's up?
Yeah, it's a very sad state of affairs right now.
Yeah.
And it's not nice to see. It's not nice to experience. I can tell you that. But yeah, it's worrying. And even me and my girlfriend have actually considered moving country because we don't feel represented.
Where are you going to go? Where would you consider going?
Well, this is the problem.
Exactly, because where is better? Where is better?
Well, it's not just that. It's that we have a few places that we really like in Europe, but our freedom of movement has been taken away, so it's not as accessible anymore. So it's that option of where do we go from here, and where's going to be more for us? Where are we going to fit in better? We just don't know anymore.
Everywhere's shit.
Crazy time.
Canada's always seemed like a really sympathetic place, hasn't it?
Canada's got quite a big problem with racism, I thought. You know, everywhere's got something. Everywhere's got something, you know.
Yeah.
BAPT,
All right.
Listen, it's nice to talk to you, man. Thank you. I hope you managed to
Always
get
a
some
pleasure.
sleep. Because I wouldn't compare. I will compare. I'm not saying what I'm going through is, but I'm really struggling with sleep at the moment. Let's see who we got here. I'm just going to come off this shot just in case we get a Gary. Let's see who this is. I'm just keeping my eye out for a Gary. This isn't a Gary. Hey! It's John Harris, 45 or 54. I can never quite remember which.
54.
54. Here we go. And we got St. John, and we got Paul. Hey guys, how we doing tonight? It's a
Hello.
dick fest tonight, and it's lovely to see you. Let's get some. I don't want to say vag. I've said dick.
Whoa.
With some women on. It's a dick fest tonight.
Me and Willow representing, although she
Oh,
does not want to
God.
be part of any of this apart from...
Solder
the
Bull
Britneys.
says, but most people are decent, irrespective of colour, no matter where you live. Watch the news and read the mainstream media in general. There seems to be division being sown by someone. Why? I don't really understand what you're saying. Most people are decent, yeah, but more and more people are finding the courage to share their indecent thoughts. So, and you're saying that the news shouldn't report on it. I don't know what you're talking about, Solder Bull. It sounds like Solder bullshit to me.
I feel like the indecent people are louder a lot of the times
Yeah.
than the decent
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I feel like
doesn't
they've suddenly felt like someone blew a whistle and allowed them to say the worst things that perhaps they weren't saying out loud before.
Weird.
Yeah.
Almost like one person. That
I think they've been given a voice by some of the politicians have said some insightful stuff, and it seems media are picking that up and re-reporting it. I, without giving away too much, but I go on protests against certain extremists, and it's quite frightening. It's like the reaction that Catherine might have had last night after the show, that I've been to London to face against the EDL, and I'm not a big person. I'm not particularly brave, and puddles of sweat rolling down me from my armpits right the way down. And there's a lot of ex or current football hooligans that have got involved, and they seem to treat it a bit like a Westminster. When you go on protests, it seems to be like a chessboard, and this group's over there and this group's over there, and the police are in between doing what they're paid to do. Being a white man gives me an enormous amount of privilege, and having a short, this is my lockdown haircut, obviously. So when there's a far right group up there, I can walk in amongst them because I've got the voice, I've got all the attributes of like for a stereotype that people shouldn't use, but they do. So I can walk around there. There's people there with no masks on before COVID, but people used to wear masks to hide their identity. And I'll come out there, and then I'll go over to the other side of the demonstration, the counter protests. But I've got tattoos that I have to show to prove that I am on that side, if you like.
Well, tattoos don't prove anything.
They don't prove anything, but I had the tattoo.
It's not like it's not like getting a note from your mum. You know,
No, well, there's some tattoos that give away the opposite side. They've got a lot of tattoos on the calves of their football teams and stuff. But it's very frightening when you see them in groups, because you think there's more of them in general society because you see them in a condensed thing. And I think what happened last night was you got a lot of people, for some reason, maybe one or two people have got their friends and they've got, you know, we're all going to ring up and target this person this evening. But I hope that people have not become more racist, but unfortunately they've thought that they are allowed to say the things they're thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think the number of racists increased. It's the amount of power they think they've been given to air their views.
Okay.
But education and watching the reactions that you
hang on a
give
second.
back.
I'm just really aware that we can't. I don't know if Paul even wants to talk about racism.
No.
But we're all white people talking about. We got a bloke here who's probably at it. So why don't we all shut up, Paul? I don't know if you want to talk
Yes.
about it. You may have called in to dick around, and I kind of want to move on to dicking around in a bit because otherwise I'm going to go to bed. But I don't know if this is what you wanted to talk about, Paul. If you do, you have my permission to talk about it now. If you don't, you don't.
It wasn't specifically what I called in for. I can't say that I disagree with anything that's been said. If I might just address two things, that one which I said yesterday, one I raised yesterday, and one that was raised in the chat, which you've referred to today. The first being the issue of capitalism and its relationship to racism. If I might, personal opinion, I think that the way that the mechanism of capitalism, the way that it functions in our society, it does nothing to reduce discrimination, and I think that goes more broadly, but racism is included in that.
Of course it is. You have to have a small number of people taking advantage of the mass, the everyone. So whether that's class or race or physical ability or mental ability, all of those things, people have to be suppressed so that they can work.
Yeah. So in that way, the comment in the chat, which I went back and had a look at yesterday, all sorts of feelings after the show last night. That was a potent moment in time for TLNA. But anyway, but I saw that and I thought, yes, that there is definitely some truth in that, for sure. And the other was the statistic that I gave out about the £50 notes on their side. That wasn't 37 million. That was actually the 22 million, which has already been spent. Going all the way from...
Listen, you got one thing wrong. How can we believe anything? How can we believe anything you say?
Well,
I've not even seen your fucking OBE.
That's
I've not even seen it.
Neither have I, actually.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
St. John!
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. I'm
St.
getting that as a yes.
St. John, can you hear us?
Yeah, all right. Enough of that.
Okay, St. John.
Hi, friends.
What you got for us?
I just called in to say that Laddergate apparently is still going on, from what I've heard.
What?
Laddergate?
What's Laddergate?
Catherine knows what it is. Do you want to explain it, Kath?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
She's just been dealing with cat tricks all night long. She refuses to acknowledge that she knows how to play that game and knows how to kill people.
Among Us, yeah.
Listen, you got to work with what you can work with. I'm not sorry about it.
We will listen. We have to. For the 60 hours we're supposed to do, we're not supposed to include games in the 60 hours. So once we've done our 60 hours, we will have an Among Us TLNA thing. We'll get. We won't. I kind of considered it tonight, but then it's not fair because it feels like we're just stealing MZ's thing, which is not what we want to do at all. But we will arrange at some point at the end of a show. We will have a TLNA Among Us. So you'll have to be part of the Discord if you want to play with us, everybody. So please go to the Discord. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Sign up for that. And at some point we will have St. John's just done it. Thank you, mate. You beat me too.
Gotcha.
We will have a little session.
This is going to be so fun.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun. Tell you what I was playing today while I was watching the first hour of MZ. The original Command and Conquer.
Oh. I said like I knew what that meant, but I don't. Tell me more.
It was great. It was great. It was fun. I've forgotten how sexy it was. I've forgotten how hammy the cutscenes were. The crappy little FMVs. Oh, it was wonderful.
Oh, the FMVs, man. God,
I
don't.
loved it.
Don't stop.
Have you played any more It Takes Two?
Yeah. Well, not anymore today. My boy was so thrilled that the first session of us streaming games yesterday has had the second one actually, 2.1 thousand views, and my kid Jim was over the moon when I told him.
Jim.
And we looked today at we said we must be nearly finished, right? About a third of the way through.
Yeah, you're not even close.
Third of the way through.
I'm amazed by that game because I thought it was going to be a short game because of the production quality is so high. I was like, they can't have put that much into it, but they did.
Yeah.
It looks like
beautiful game.
Blast.
It's great, man.
It's like playing a movie. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. But also my boy was playing Gorilla Tag on the Oculus today, and it's basically him going like that.
It's so hard.
It
Such a hard game. I had to get up the ramp to help my daughter. She couldn't manage it. And by the time I got up that, there's an initial ramp. This is in the training section, guys. This isn't even in the game. I nearly passed out. I swear to you that I was having a little moment of a lack of oxygen just because it took me such
A lot of movement.
Oh my God, it's so hard. I think I might have a wrong one. I think I might have the wrong game.
You might have set the difficulty too high. That's probably what it is.
Deaths for deaths.
That would be it. That would be it. All right. John, what was the last video game you played, please?
My last video game, well, I've been doing Euro Trucker.
Oh, you've been playing Euro Trucker.
Like
Hey, he's got the wheel. He's got the wheel. Look at that.
Pedals, but I haven't got a driving license.
And he hasn't.
I mean,
Well,
a
you
real
played
one.
it enough at this point, so you.
Oh,
I think
it's a
that
nightmare.
grandfathers you in.
I overturned a 40-foot truck full of peas.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind. Maybe it's a good thing that you don't have that driver's
As I
license.
say, it's not the first time I'd peed myself, but it was. But you have to buy a trailer for yourself if you want to be alone, or if you want to start a company and
Are
things.
we talking about in real life or in the
No,
game?
not in real life.
In the game.
In real life, I work in social care, and I wouldn't be allowed even to move one of our vans in the car
There's
park.
a cheat you can do in the game to get money really quickly.
Go on, I've got
Isn't
a
it
pen.
involve? I don't know. Doesn't it involve you get
He's got his pen.
You get you have to get a garage in 2 different countries because you can flip between the garages.
Right.
And someone in the chat will know it involves you get 2 garages and you sort of flip between them, and there's a way that somehow increases your money, but I'm not totally sure.
My garage looks
Google
like a
it.
transport company that I worked for in the mid-80s.
Oh, you fascinated
Tips
on
and
that.
tricks.
There you go.
Well, I didn't. I just bought a really crap one, and it looks like the same company. To be honest, still working out of there.
No, you
But it is a good way to teach people the rules of the road.
It's not because I've seen Limmy play it.
And well, yeah.
He will
Is it a
bump
good way if
caravans
you?
off.
I
if
do
you
forget
tipped
when I
over a
come back from the
48-wheel
continent.
truck?
Well, when I come back from, you can drive on the continent. I've only had it for 3 days. You drive on the continent, come back to Britain, and I'm still driving on the right-hand side.
That's the actual law.
Well, I did it wrong.
I mean, it's a grey area, Ian. I think that you're being overly harsh there.
But it's not great. It's not. It's
I
literally
feel
binary.
like road rules are not a gray area.
I'm trying to be
deal with.
kind.
I've reversed up the slip road a few times, and I've took the wrong turn off.
I've seen
That's-
people do
that's
that
the
for
grey
real on the
area.
My-
motorway.
Yeah, I've
My
seen
gran did
people
that.
do it in real life.
Yeah,
I've
my
been in a
gran
car
did
that did it once. I was absolutely cacking myself.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Can you drive?
Yes.
Can I have a lift tomorrow?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. I didn't know if you could drive, and suddenly it seemed like the most important thing to know whether you could drive or not.
Yeah. I learned. I took the test. I think one day after the legal birthday, and I passed first time. And I insisted on driving a manual and learning on a manual and
Good.
driving a manual for the first few years. So that's kind of programmed into me now.
Yeah, obvious.
Yeah.
What a boffin.
Yeah. But
Cynthia,
we have.
you're either in this conversation or you're in the chat. Which is it? Which is it? Which is it?
I'm here. I'm here with you, friend. I was going to ask you about it, but I just wanted to.
About the
wait.
mushy peas?
Yeah, is it not just baby food?
No,
It's delicious.
it's mushy
So-
peas.
If you're going to have fish and chips and you want something a little bit moist with it, mushy
I
peas.
like the mushy
I don't like
peas.
the adjective that you used.
What, moist?
Yeah,
Don't feel moist.
I'm not
moist.
fearing it.
It's some people's trigger word, that.
I know.
It's some
not
people's.
funny.
It's not
It is.
that much for me.
I think there's something Freudian about that. They need to get
It
over
is.
it.
My
Can I
nan,
just
my
say-
nan used to say to her friends as a sort of goodbye, she'd say, "Don't forget, keep it moist." And I never knew what she was talking about. I thought she meant her tongue because she used to poke her tongue out a lot. But now I'm probably going to therapy now.
Holy guacamole. On that bombshell,
Anyway.
John, I'm
Keep
gonna
it moist,
I'm-
everyone.
Keep it moist, John.
Yes, and
Keep it moist.
Kath, how do you say the word that I'm about to spell?
Go on.
ADIDAS.
Adidas.
Well, we would have when I was in the 80s when I was first longing for my mum to buy me those rather than the Knicks trainers that I was given, much to the amusement of my classmates. I would have called it Adidas, but now you say Adidas because I think that's the German
The other way, the other way around.
Or
In the
Adidas.
80s, in the other way around, it was Adidas and Nike. But now it's Adidas and Nike.
Nike.
Oh, I've always known it as Adidas.
Well,
That might be an American thing.
No, it's the correct pronunciation. It's Adidas is I'm going to say Greek. God.
No, it's for short for Adolf Dassler, who was.
Really?
They were two brothers. They were the guys behind Adidas and the guys behind Puma. They were brothers, the Dassler brothers.
Oh,
And
wow, that must be so rich.
Adolf Dassler is the one that ended up with a more successful company, it would appear.
Well, I bought some Pumas and it's Pumas. I bought some Pumas for my boy the other day.
Pumas are excellent sneaks.
I don't even know how you could mispronounce the word Pumas.
Yeah, you can't use
Pumas, I
Puma.
guess.
Say
Puma?
Puma.
Ugh,
Say Puma.
it's not a Puma. It's like tumor, but from Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, I'll leave now.
Okay.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Puma.
Oh,
Speed of
I-
the Puma.
I still remember the first time you raided Sinjin. It was wonderful. I
Remember
watched
it
him
that
for
way. I couldn't
about
say his name. Bloody hell.
Sinjino.
Sinjino.
I watched him for a good couple of hours after you'd left. It was so wonderful. He's such a sweet man.
Yeah, he
He's a
really
good-
is.
He's a good son.
Astonishing how lovely he is.
He's a cutesy. I'm just going to plug my heated blanket in because it is chilly in this house, and apparently.
My
I have
heated
to turn
blanket
it
isn't
on.
heating so much anymore. I think my boys
Oh, really?
have broken it. Yeah,
Or do you think maybe your body temperature is boosted?
maybe.
Even
Paul, I'm gonna
Yes.
wish you a lovely evening. Lots of
Toodaloo.
love to you and yours. Toodle pip, toodle pip. This doesn't look like fascist or anything, does it? Just I'm worried it might be a little bit fascist. Hey, we got 900 people watching this at 2:00 in the morning. 900 people at 2:00 in the morning. Let me go and see if the cat's come back and eating anything.
Puma. Willow, come back if you want to. I don't know why you're sitting down there looking at me like that. To be honest, you're freaking me out.
No, not come back, not eaten. Poor thing. Poor old thing. There is either rain or static going on. That's the bell.
Yeah,
We're on the
she's
front page. We seem
scratching.
to be on the front page whenever we turn on. They put us on the front page. Imagine. Now I've got no way of routing it so that you would hear phone calls. If we took phone calls, I don't.
Don't matter. I'll go and put the kettle on while you chat to whoever's on the phone. All
All
right.
right. Well, okay. Well, then you go and put the kettle on then,
I will.
and let's get some phone. If anyone wants to phone up, you can phone up. Here's the phone number: 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, call in about anything you want. One very, very, very simple rule, please. Don't be a D, guys. Don't be a D. It's as simple as that. Is it your second camera mic again? I don't freaking know. And do you know what? I don't really care. I'm Peter Wales. So Twitch has put you in my recommended channel list for the last couple of weeks. First time tuning in. Well done. Thank you for taking advantage of that. We appreciate it. Yes, caller.
I'm pissed off, man.
Okay.
I've got a kebab, yeah?
Okay. That's going to be good.
I've got a kebab with, like, different sections. I've got the salad. Donuts. The pita bread.
Yep.
And the meat.
Okie dokie.
It's not fucking... That's not right, is it?
I don't think you're fucking right, mate. You know, what's your language, please? 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. You don't have to be bright to call us. As was evidenced there. You put the kettle on?
Yeah.
You can talk. They can hear you.
Okay.
They just cannot see you. Here we
Well,
go.
I'm gonna
Oh,
kick that.
this one. Now this one is in. The name I've typed in for this is Bellend. So let's see what happens.
This
And for
bodes well.
This bodes well. Yes. Hello. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Well, we can't hear you. You should be in bed. We couldn't hear what you were saying, so unlucky. Hello, caller.
Ian Lee. It's a message. God.
A message from God. Gosh. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
I know what you looked at on your computer last night.
Okie dokie. Yes.
I don't want you to look at that again.
I like looking at it. Makes me feel
Promise.
funny inside.
Promise God that you'll never look at it again.
I like looking at it. I will look at it.
Ian, your soul is empty.
Thank you very much indeed. It was souls I was looking at. Not my souls, not your souls. It was our souls. Cheap gag, Catherine, but you know.
And yet effective every time.
Here comes another call. Hello, caller.
Cheap gag.
Hello.
Hello?
It's a real phone number. You're on the stream. How can we help you?
Hi. I just called in to talk about, last night was a bit weird. I thought you dealt with it pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, thank you. 40 years experience between us, yes.
But to get off that topic, so I know you've talked about that quite a lot.
So what do you want to talk about now?
Just if you've got anything from the past year that you've kind of learned about going through lockdown and everything.
Well, I learned that I don't like global pandemics.
But about how you've maybe handled it and anything you've learned in that kind of way, or
well, what have you learned? What have you learned?
New. I think I have learned that. I mean, I spent a lot of time by myself.
Yes.
In this whole period.
Yes.
And I think it is quite important to kind of focus on your own kind of personal strength.
Okay.
And to kind of focus on your own feelings and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And I know that the way that you talk about a lot of things, you seem to get a lot of, and I know you've been through a lot of hardships, but you seem to get a lot of strength kind of from your own brain, from yourself. Would you agree that you kind of...
I get a lot of strength from my own brain.
Yeah, just, inner strength, A lot of people attribute that to, religion and stuff. But, I don't think you seem particularly religious. But you kind of have... Go on.
I believe in a higher power. I meant it when I said I was going to pray for that kid last night. I forgot. He was right. I forgot. But at the time, I
said that guy, to be honest. He was a file.
At the time I said it, I meant it. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe I'm being dumb. It's 2:00 in the morning. Who knows? I don't quite understand what you're talking about.
Well, I just want to know if you had anything that you learned that was important from this time.
In the last year? Not really, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. No. I don't feel I've walked away with any kind of... Well, I'm glad that happened because now I know this about myself. It was just a year. I've learned stuff that I cannot pinpoint one thing that I have learned over the past 12 months.
Yeah, I unfortunately agree.
Okay, there you go. Thanks very much indeed. And that's okay. Max's Mind Squad said, I think he's referring to coping strategies. I don't think he is. We'll never know. I'll be with you in a second, Catherine. We're just getting a little rush of calls, and it seems...
It's all good. I'm enjoying hearing just one side of the phone call. It's like sitting on a train.
Hello, caller. What you got for me?
No, I just wanted to know, when you was doing Good Evening on LBC, I just wanted to know if there was, anybody that, was minor celebrities via your show. Do you remember Melinda? And, Barry from Watford? I wondered if you had any contact with any of them, lately.
Barry from Watford, I speak to a fair bit. Yeah, he's been on this show a few times.
And you remember Melinda? I was I don't know, I think it was an Indian dude.
Verinda, yeah.
Verinda, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've not spoken to Verinda for a few years.
Oh, wow. Verinda, yeah. I'm so,
there was Yasser.
I can't believe I forgot his name.
There was Dr. Khan.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
There was, I don't really... All that stuff is out there, people. My friend Matty has uploaded all of that stuff to the Ian Lee Vault. And
really?
You wanna? Yeah, I'm sure someone will put a link in the chat, or if you Google Ian Lee Vault, pretty much everything
Ian Lee
I've ever
Vault. Yeah, I'll
done
have a
in the
look at that,
microphone,
definitely.
everything I've ever done in a microphone,
Is
is there, man? Is there?
Oh, brilliant! Nice one.
Yeah. All right.
Quality. All right,
Nice
then
one,
take
man. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, I'm not going to take a withheld number tonight. A withheld number at 2:00 in the morning, Catherine. Are you nuts? Are you absolutely nuts? Not gonna happen. Sarah's naming all of the classics. I got in touch with Arab a few years ago, Sarah, and tried to persuade him to come on the talk radio show, but he didn't. He said he'd consider it. Matty's has posted at ianleevault.com, and I know he's put a load of Catherine stuff up there as well recently. And as someone who is going through a load of old Alan Besicks from 85 years ago and has just found a little iPod mini in the garage that's packed full of Tommy Boyd stuff, and someone who about 10 years ago devoured all of the James H. Reeves stuff that I could find and wish I still had it. If anyone has a link for all of the James H. Reed stuff, H. Reeves stuff. Oh, the microphone's gone crackly. Oh, it's that. There we go. Is that better? There we go. That's better. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Matty, for all of the work that you do in putting that in there. Is the microphone better? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's not better. It's worse.
Oh,
what the hell?
No.
I wonder how that's worse.
Should we have been doing adverts?
What adverts?
Should we have been doing adverts? Because
which adverts? Do you mean the live ones or the videos?
the videos.
I've been doing them.
Have you?
Yeah. Now let me work out why it's making this noise. Can you listen? Can you listen on your computer and see?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me turn the Zoom off, and I'll put you on. Hang on. One moment, please, caller. Please hold.
Everything is crackling on this page. I wonder why. I wonder why. There's nothing open that shouldn't be open. You should. Oh well. I don't. You know what? Maybe if it's that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And if it's going to be a problem, then we'll go to bed, because I'm not going to dick around trying to find it, and it's important that you can hear us both. So maybe we should go to bed.
Yeah, it does sound a little bit Norman Collier.
Then let's go to bed. Thanks, everyone. Let's go. Just do a raid. Let's do a raid. I don't know why it's making that noise. And I bet if I turn the computer off, and it'll be fine now that I'm here. I bet if I turn the computer off and on again, it'll be absolutely fine. So I don't quite know why it's doing that. Honestly, I don't really care. Andrew, thank you for that money. That is appreciaziano. Let's go and do a raid. Catherine, I'm going to say, let's say goodbye to you. So
peace.
Yeah, there we go.
Bye.
Touchy bye, Boily. Love you lots. Speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Don't know what the noise is, and I can't be bothered with it. The sound was fine. What? When I came back to just the shot of me, or the shot of both of us, please? A shot of me, or shot of both of us, please? Because, as I said, I don't want to get involved. Don't want to get involved. Life's too short. Just you. Yeah, I know. Thank you. You see? Who's making that noise? What's going on? Right. Let's go and do a raid. Let's go and see who's on. Oh, Emsy's on. Raid. Let's go. Emsy's on. Let's go and raid Emsy. Oh, Emsy's on. Raid. Let's go. Emsy's on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take it to Emsy. Let's take it loud. Let's take it proud. Raid Emsy plays. Thanks, everyone. There might be an Alan Bezic stream tomorrow. So Totty Bye. Let's go and raid MZ. Let's go and raid MZ. Let's go and raid MZ. We'll see you later. Tutty bye. Thanks. Bye.
Gemma, go. And I'm like, Gemma, 2 words. What happened? I don't know. No!